Hi, welcome to Sponsorship Talk. I'm Roberta Vigilance. What's the difference between sponsoring an event versus donating to an event? Let's talk about it. So, in my recent experience, I I am realizing that corporate brands are donating to events under the name sponsorship. That's not cool. So, a corporate brand told me recently that they only sponsor events that are planned by nonprofit organizations or only nonprofits. They only sponsor nonprofits. It doesn't make any sense to me. What they are saying is that they only donate to nonprofits. Now that makes sense. But when you say you only sponsor events that are non-profits, that we know that's not right. And it's not right because it doesn't make sense. We have donations and we have sponsorship. So when I call a corporate brand, speak with the gatekeeper, they automatically believe when I ask for sponsorship or to speak to the sponsorship professional, they automatically believe that I am requesting donation, a hands out, I'm coming with not providing them with any value. So sometimes they feel a little pressured because I could only realize that they receive a lot of calls. I get that. Corporate brands, you need to do better. You need to separate the two. You cannot send sponsorship seekers. You should not send sponsorship seekers to the same department, the same voicemail, to the same professionals. You have to educate your staff. And if you don't want to do that, then outsource the reviewing of the sponsorship proposals if you are still participating as a real sponsor. Corporate brands, you will be hurting yourself if you decide not to sponsor events and only donate to events, because with sponsorship, you are connecting with your target audience and you are receiving sales, you are receiving the stronger relationship with your audience, and so many other benefits that sponsorship seekers are offering. With donation, you are giving your money to a charity, to not necessarily your target audience, not necessarily the audience that supports you or can afford your products and services. You are giving millions, billions to organizations. And of course, you can use that donation as for tax purposes. But please do not get the two confused, because sponsorship seekers, they are investing their time, they are investing their money as well to get sponsorship proposal written for them just to contact a corporate brand to find out that you are only sponsoring nonprofit and you're not really sponsoring, you are donating. You're just using the term sponsorship, and that's not cool. So I am going to point out some differences between sponsoring an event versus donating to an event. When you sponsor an event or a sponsor, they can fund events that are planned by nonprofit organizations as well as for-profits businesses. When you are donating, you can only donate to a nonprofit organization. Hence, you're not sponsoring an event. Another difference is that with sponsorship, you are receiving, in exchange for the funding that you're providing, You are receiving intangible and or tangible benefits. With donations, you can only receive intangible benefits. Another difference is that with sponsorship, you are given in a proactive way to get back some type of benefits, whether it's, again, increasing sales or something that would help you achieve your goals, your objectives, whether it's an in-house goal or something that a sponsorship seeker see that you might not be aware of, that they can actually add value to your brand. With donations, donors are given passively. They are just saying, here, take this money for your cause, and then we're going to write it off. So there is a huge difference. Corporate brands do better. Educate your sponsorship professionals about event sponsorship. It's not over someone's pay grade, as they would say. We don't do that. Really, a lot of professionals still don't understand sponsorship. And to the corporate brands who are doing it right, like, congratulations to you, and to you sponsorship professionals who are doing it right. You are partnering with the right properties, with the right sponsorship seekers. Like, high five to you, okay? Because you're doing it right. You understand. It's so important for corporate brands to really understand that if they are not sponsoring events, they are hurting themselves in the long run. And you could continue to listen to this interview on my podcast in full. So, speaking to my audience here, my podcast audience, I just created a video. If you want to, you can actually see the video. I believe it will be up on YouTube, as well as on other social media platforms. So, speaking to the corporate brands, if you decide not to invest into sponsorship and into your brand, what you are saying is that you don't believe in giving back to the community that's supporting you, that's buying your products. And if you do, and the sponsorship professionals who are doing this right, in the brands that are excelling with sponsorship, they know the importance of sponsorship. They know that it returns profit, it returns a lot of value as well. So, a lot of other values, I should say. If you are a corporate brand and you are not sponsoring an event and you are just donating, when you look into the future, you cannot see yourself there. How can you see yourself there when you are neglecting now to form a partnership with sponsorship seekers that have your target audience, that have the relationship with your target audience, and they are bringing them to you so that you can have a relationship with them, a stronger relationship with them, so you could continue to get the support from your target audience so that you can stay in business. It might not look as though it's nothing now, but if you don't make the investment now, then you will pay for it later. If you are looking for someone to come in, if you're ready to take the next step in educating your staff on what sponsorship is, how it works, that is something that I can come in and teach your staff about event sponsorship so that they, one, can know the difference between sponsorship and donation. And two, so they can be vigilant about what a successful sponsorship opportunity looks like, and then approve those type of opportunities. Best wishes to you all. And again, congrats to the sponsorship professionals who are doing it right. And to the ones who are doing it wrong, stop it and do the right thing. Do it right. There is a difference between sponsorship and donations. And sponsorship is really a long term success plan for businesses, corporate brands, and their target audience.